So my passion is choreography. If you don't know what that is, that's creating dances and putting dances together. So I'm going to start with a little background about myself. So I've been dancing for about 14-ish years. I started dancing when I was like 3. I started because my sister was a dancer, and my mom just dropped us both off at class instead of taking me somewhere else. And I just really enjoyed it. And so I started dancing. I did tap, hip hop, ballet, and jazz. And then I did that for about 2 years, and then I stopped doing ballet and jazz, and I just continued with tap and hip hop for a while. And then after about 5 years, I stopped doing hip hop, and I just did tap for about 5-ish years. And then recently I've gotten back into pretty much everything else. So yeah, that's my dance background. We can start with my ad. It's just an ad.
Maybe the storage will cover.
Fun music. These are my friends.
Dude, our best.
They're really talented.
Oh, hi.
That's us. That's Sammy.
Hi.
What is she doing?
She's dancing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. Cool. You said, what am I doing? I'm just sitting there.
Like you're rolling the
Greg is coming.
I really hope that's the last part.
Fun words.
Ooh.
See, that was good. It looked good.
No, it hurt. It hurt really bad.
Maybe.
I'll be honest.
Okay, so that's my ad. Interesting. You can go back to the website.
It was a grand for winter ball. There's my entire left name with passwords on it.
I think you clicked on another video. There we go. Okay. You can scroll down a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna walk you through just some basic steps for choreographing your own dance. First, the first step I would say is deciding what style of dance you'd like to choreograph to. You can click on the little link button, guys. Yeah, that. Just take your. You can scroll down. So there are 6 main styles of dance that are commonly recognized. First, we have contemporary, which is, if you've ever seen shows like Dance Moms, that's mainly what they do. It's the really sad ones. So contemporary involves a lot of leg work. The dances are usually done barefoot. There's a lot of turning and pretty movements, and it's just very about the storyline, I would say. Then we have ballet, which a lot of you probably know what that is. It's the classical form of dance. So if you've seen the shoes where they walk on their toes, those are called point shoes. It's ballet. It's just very technical, really. Then we have jazz, which is jazz really encompasses a lot of different things, but mainly it's like the high energy, lots of turning, lots of big jazz hands. You know what you'd associate with musical theater is jazz. Then we have tap, which is my personal favorite. It's not very common anymore, but it's you wear the shoes with the metal on the bottoms, and it's mostly about the rhythm and the sounds. Yeah. Then we have hip hop, which is also very broad. There's a lot of styles within hip hop, such as crump or popping, but it's basically just about the energy and the intention within the movements. It's street style type of dancing. And then lastly, we have ballroom, which is also encompasses a lot of different forms of dancing. But it's just partner dancing. It's what you'll see on if you've ever seen Dancing with the Stars. That's all ballroom. Yeah. Okay, we can move on to qualities of movement. Thanks. And let's just go with the little button up there. And then scroll all the way down. Up more. There you go. So you see that thing there? That's what I want. Okay. So qualities of movement are basically just how your body is moving. when you do movements, there are 6 essentially. So there's swinging, which you could read. It's like the drop of a movement and then it returns. Like this is a swinging movement. See? There's sustaining, which is essentially like a smooth and even movement. Like if my hand is moving smooth at an even pace in the same direction, that'd be a sustaining movement. Then you have percussing, which is just a really fast and sharp movement, which you see a lot in hip hop. We have suspending, which is essentially just like in between movements when there's time where nothing's happening and it seems like things are just kind of floating. That'd be a suspending movement. Vibrating, which is very similar to percussing. It's just a lot of short, really fast movements. And then the last one we have collapsing, which is just where you kind of let your body fall, wherever it is. If I'm sustaining, then it collapses, essentially. Okay, you can go back to the website. And then, see that one right there? So those are good examples of percussive movements. You see when they push their hands out, it's very fast and small. That's some turning down there. It's a good example of, I'd say, a sustained motion. You see how our leg is constantly moving in that circle? It's a nice sustaining. And then we can go to song choice. So essentially, what I'd say is probably the most important part of choreographing is choosing your song. So I think it's important when you're choosing a song to pick something that inspires you. So I usually just have songs that I hear, and I'm like, oh, I like that. That would be a good dance, and then I save them for when I need to choreograph something. It's also important that you choose a song that complements the style that you're dancing to. So, like, I wouldn't want to do like a contemporary piece to walk it out, you know? And then you can click on that video if you want, and I'll just talk about what it makes me think of dance-wise. This song is "Bury a Friend" by Billie Eilish. I really like it. This song I think lends itself very well to a contemporary or hip-hop-ish blend. You'll see in a second when the music comes in. You hear all the like the beats in the back. So I think it lends itself very well to a mix of percussive and like suspending movements. You know? You can hear it. It has a lot of very nice backbeats, which I really appreciate, which help you find interesting movements, and you can surprise the audience. That's good. And then you can go back to my homepage. And scroll down. I have some examples. Oh, more down. Let's watch the middle one. So I think this is a very good example of storytelling with dance. And the movements are just really cool. Got some nice vibrating movements. You see how they, there's a lot of very quick percussive movements, but then they'll stop for a second and have like some nice suspending movements. That's called dynamics, which is where you just integrate different movement types back and forth to keep the audience engaged. they're really good. This is from World of Dance, which is a very, very popular dance competition on TV. What? Do you want to watch the jazz one?
Yeah.
We can watch a little bit of it. Do you want to watch that one?
This is like my favorite dance studio.
So this is Expressions Dance Studio. They're very well known for their turns. And their choreography is very dynamic. They have a lot of levels and layers.
No, we're not local.
Okay, that's good. They're just, yeah. We can move on to the interactive portion now. So I think I didn't put the song on there because I didn't know what I was gonna do. But can we go onto YouTube and find a song? It's a song. I know what song it is. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have everyone stand up and we're all gonna learn this little combo. Yeah, everyone's gonna stand up. Everyone's doing it.
Late day yesterday.
It's called Love by Kendrick Lamar.
Oh my god, hi, I think you.
That's that top one.
You might want to say clean version. Just in
I
case.
think it's clean.
I don't know, I never know.
It's not clean? Oh.
Say clean.
Nice. You gotta do your save.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you back here?
Yeah, hold on. I'm just helping with this. You can skip to like 1:30 or a little bit before that. This is good. You can keep going. I have to find where it starts. Okay. It's gonna be really short. But we're gonna have so much fun. It's like an urban contemporary-esque style.
Doug, could you go up there, please? And
I was doing it.
Doug, let's go. Doug, go on. We need to help us out. Let's go. Move. You want to graduate, Doug?
Sucks to suck. I'll hit the caboose back here, Trace. Don't worry.
Wrong. Sit up, boys.
Both of you. I just said you guys were dancing.
Coops, go. Doug, up front.
Yeah, I am right now. We're dancing.
We see a good example here, Doug.
You have to go back. It already happened.
You missed it.
You missed it?
Yeah.
Back to like 125. Arrow, the left arrow, 5 times.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
So I'll do it one time for you. It's like very short. That's it. Ready? You can pause it.
You can do it. Yeah.
We're all gonna learn it. Yeah. So to start, I step with my left foot.
She did. Why you shop for bikinis?
Hot red-handed.
You picked on an ad.
Okay. So we're gonna start left foot, and I push my right back.
I
I'm
don't feel like
walking
eating. I
forward.
just really shouldn't even
One,
I have a bunch of them.
and my hands are going grab points. So I go run, begin on my right, and switch. So I'm just stepping onto my left.
What are the counts?
Left, two, right. Yeah. And I go 1, 2. So my left foot's gonna kick through here, and my hands go like this. What? What? So I go run, run, around. Then my left foot, I'm gonna turn the toe out. So it's pointed in. 1, out, point. Then it's gonna come in. My left foot comes in here, and my hands go like that, and they go down. So let's go back. We go 1, 2, kick, out, point, around. Today.
Boys in the front row, what are you guys doing?
I'm in a business class.
You're good, Doug.
So we're here, we're down.
I see you, Doug.
My left foot crosses, and it steps right here. 1. I turn my whole body, and my toe comes down. So I go 1, 2, and my hands come here. 3. Then I lean onto my toes, and your hips push forward. Your hands are gonna come back here, like that. So I go 1, 2, 3, open, around. My hands come like this, and my left foot slides through, stands back. And I'm gonna wait here for a second. My shoulder comes up, and I push through here. And then you're done.
Chill.
Yeah, let's sure.
Back to the top. Use it. Yeah. Go back one. Go back again. You should be good. Yeah. Ready? 1, 2.
Focus.
Kick out.
Hang on. They weren't ready.
We're ready.
Try again.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nice job. Not much to work with, but
Yeah, we did that.
Thank you. That was actually kind of fun.